Hey folks, I'm going to make something a little different today. I found something interesting today at the grocery store. These are baby back ribs that are cross-cut. So they took the rack of baby back ribs and they cut them along this way so you can see the bone here. I've never seen baby back ribs cut like this in the store, so I really wanted to try this out. Normally you would find beef ribs cut like this. It's a flanken style, it's called, for doing like Korean beef ribs. So we've got the pork ribs. This is about 2.36 pounds, and I'm going to be making a marinade with pineapple juice, some soy sauce, some sesame oil, some garlic, and secret ingredient, Yellowbird habanero sauce. This stuff's pretty awesome. It's made here in Austin, and I'll put a link in the description box below of where you can order this online. But it's really spicy. I can tell you that because it's habaneros. But the ingredients are really interesting. It's carrots, onions, distilled vinegar, habanero peppers, pure tangerine juice, pure lime juice, garlic, cane sugar, and salt. So it has a really great flavor, and it's got some really great heat. So I'm going to be adding this to the marinade, and I'll be grilling this outside. And I'm going to get the marinade started and then get these ribs in the marinade for a few hours before they hit the grill. So stay tuned. Put this marinade together. Got 6 ounces of the pineapple juice, 1/4 cup of soy sauce, 1 minced clove of garlic. You could add more if you want. I figured for this, 1 clove should be sufficient. I'm going to go with 2 teaspoons of sesame oil. And I'm going to start with a teaspoon of the Yellowbird. Well, a little bit more than a teaspoon. And we'll see what the heat level is on that. Just whisk. That needs another teaspoon of Yellowbird. It's got a little kick to it, little heat, but not quite where I want. So I'm going to go with 2 teaspoons of Yellowbird. Gonna have to go with 3. So that's going to be actually a tablespoon. I didn't want to start off too hot, with too much and have it be, burn your mouth. I want to have some of that really good heat and that flavor. Okay, it's really good. Ribs are rinsed and patted dry. I'm just going to add them to a Ziploc bag. And pour the marinade in on top. Pork and pineapple juice really is a good combination, along with that soy sauce and that awesome Yellowbird. Just going to refrigerate this for a few hours, periodically toss it, and then put it on the grill. So stay tuned. Here's a really good tip. You know, you get those aluminum foil pans, and I use them a lot for barbecuing. Well, they always come with like these tops that if you're going to take them to like a barbecue or an outing, or like, you know, like do a salad or something, you can put the top on it. Well, I never do that, but I always save these tops because they make great containers for holding stuff like this, and then when you're done you can just throw this away. So let's get these ribs on the hot grill. And I'm going to start by adding these directly over the coals for a few minutes just to kind of sear them really well, and then I'll move them off for indirect. I'm going to reserve this marinade because I'm going to reduce it down and use it as a glaze. So, stay tuned. Okay, that's been a couple of minutes on that side. I'm just going to flip them. Oh man, that looks good. Just sear this other side really well. I'm going to rotate these. Equal time over the charcoal. Smelling good. It's been a couple minutes, so I'm going to move these off with some indirect heat. Oh yeah, that looks really good. Smells incredible. Okay, I'm going to cover this. Turn the vents down about halfway because I don't want this to get too hot. So I'll come back to this in about 45 minutes. I'll check on it and then start the glazing. Temp's been running just a little under 300 for about 30 minutes. Ribs are looking good, so I'm just going to go ahead and start basting this with this sauce that I've reduced down to about half. Oh yeah, they're coming along nicely. So I'm just going to continue these for a little bit. It shouldn't take long because they are, you know, it's not like a full rack. Whole rack. I'm just going to flip these real quick and then baste the other side. Ribs are done. This has been about an hour and a half total. So I'm going to transfer these over to a cutting board and let them cool down a few minutes. Been running about 275 this entire time. So I'll let these rest a few minutes and then try them out. The ribs have rested for a few minutes. So now what I want to do is I want to cut them like this. There's a rib. And I want to cut some smaller pieces, but then I want to cut these bigger bites so you have a rib and you have good portions on each side, and then you'll end up with like something there to snack on. So I'm just going to continue with these like this. Let me get these cut up and I'll give them a try. These turn out really good. I cut up in small bite-sized pieces. These would be perfect for appetizers. So let's give them a taste and see how well they turned out. Okay, I've cut them up into these bite-sized individual pieces that will be perfect for an appetizer. Let's see how they taste. It's perfect. Definitely a thumbs up. I can taste the pineapple juice. I can taste the soy sauce and that Yellowbird sauce. Just a little hint of kick in the back. And then the smoke from the charcoal. Excellent. Perfect appetizer. There you go. There's the cross-cut baby back spare ribs or riblets. So, there you go.